Hey guys, I'm back with another update, and before we get started, I just have to say that if you hear a lot of banging, knocking, and creaking, it's my upstairs neighbor. We got new neighbors up there, and they're a lot louder than the last one. So just try to ignore that. I can't do anything about it. Um, but yeah, I got my next 5 records to talk to you guys about. Pretty excited to talk about this first one in particular. So just getting into it, we have Deftones Gore. Um, this is my most anticipated record for a really long time. I haven't anticipated a record like this one. Um, it's been, I can't even remember the last time. And it did not disappoint. I'm really satisfied with this record. A lot of fans of Deftones are really skeptical about it, I guess. I don't see why. I mean, it is it is a little bit different in some ways, but in a lot of ways, it's kind of like a collective combination of their past sounds, in my opinion. I'm not gonna talk too much on it because I can go on a while, and I already did that in a review I made a while ago, so you can go back through my videos and check that out. Um, yeah, so I'll just show you guys the record. So, really beautiful looking gatefold with the sunset. Track listing on white. And got a really cool inner sleeve with more flamingos on it. I love the artwork too. I think the artwork's great. And it's a 2 LP. Both LPs look the same, so I'm only going to show you guys one of them. It's all in white with the pink label. Looks really nice. There was 180 gram black, and I wanted that one. I would have got it, but it was way too expensive. I believe the standard edition here, I spent about $40 shipped just to get it, and that's a lot of money for a record, in my opinion. Um, so I don't even check to see how much the 180 gram would have came to, because the price before shipping and tax was like already 40 bucks. So um, yeah, I mean, I'm all for superior sound quality, and if I can get 180 gram, I will get it. But I'm not gonna pay like a crazy amount extra, especially on an already expensive record. I mean, unless it's like one of my favorite bands like Thrice, but I mean, and Deftones is one of my favorite bands, but even still, it's too much money. Next up, we have Ocean's 8 Alaska, Lost Isles, and I just recently discovered these guys. I kind of bought this on a whim. Um, they have a really heavy sound, and the guitars kind of remind me of the band Structures, if any of you guys have heard them. And Structures doesn't have any vinyl pressings, at least not to my knowledge. So the fact that these guys sound like them, I kind of wanted to have it on vinyl. I don't think they're as good, but still really good. The record's a really pretty translucent purple with this like blue splatter. Can't really see it so on this side, but really gorgeous looking record. Um, yeah, I mean, this one's a fun listen. Like I said, I'm not as into it as I was with Structures, and I do really hope that Structures eventually presses on vinyl. But in the meantime, I mean, this is still a fun listen. Next up, we have Rarity, which is a new band signed on Rise. This is their debut that came out this year. And I heard a couple singles and liked the singles. The singles I had heard was Stranger and Orchid. And Orchid is a pretty good one. That one pretty much sold me, but it was pretty cheap, so I decided to pick it up. Here's the rest of the record. It comes on. Well, I'll show you guys first. Picture of the band, lyrics on the insert. And lately, Rise has been doing the same kind of design, which is like half one color, half clear with splatter. So this is half white, half clear with black splatter. Looks really cool. And yeah, this is a pretty good record. It's not like gonna make the top 10 records of the year or anything, but you know, it's still a pretty good record. Check them out if you haven't. Next up we have Oh Brother, Endless Light. This is their release from this year, 2016. And also the record that has introduced me to them, because I checked them out, you know, because I'm keeping up with releases for this year. And I ended up listening to some of their other stuff too. I don't like this one as much as I like Garden Window, but it's still a really solid record, I think. Definitely a bit more down tempo compared to, you know, a Garden Window, but still really good. I really like how the cover has the triangle is really glossy. Everything else like is just kind of normal. I think it looks really cool. We got an insert with the lyrics and the logo for the band, and then we have this is the sleeve, just some more artwork, black vinyl. Yeah, pretty good. If you guys haven't checked this one out, do so. I recommend Complicated End Times. Also, Your Move is a good one. Yeah, pretty good stuff. The last record I want to talk about is actually from Record Store Day, and normally I think I would probably have done a video just for Record Store Day, but I actually didn't really get to go. I didn't get a wait in line this year. I wanted to, but with my work schedule and, you know, I wasn't super crazy about the list this year of releases. I opted to pass out on it. However, I did go later on that day to support my local record store. I went to 2 record stores at around like 2 p.m. So I mean, all the good stuff is long gone come 2 p.m. I did find one record that had caught my interest though, and that's La Dispute, Tiny Dots. For those of you that don't know, La Dispute has a documentary DVD out, which I have not seen. I've heard it's good though. And this is the score, basically, which was made by the band. The band made the score for the documentary. And so side A features 6 songs that are the score. It's pretty interesting stuff. One of them is just the singer, I believe his name's Jordan, like reading off lyrics to one of his songs. Like he's reading it, which is it's interesting to hear it that way, because your mind is used to hearing it in the form of a song. And there's some other really cool stuff on there. Side B actually has selections from a live seated performance they did in Kingston, UK. And I really liked it. I liked listening to the kind of acoustic versions of these songs. You wouldn't think they'd be that different, but they are. It was a good listen. Definitely worth it. I wish I could have gotten a few other things. Like I did want the Deftones B-sides and rarities, but I figured my chances of getting that were slim. By the time I was able to get to the store, even if I had gone early, I think I'd be too far back in line to really get it, because I had worked overnight the previous night and I didn't get off until 6 a.m. So by the time I get to the record store, it'd be like 7:30 or 8. And people line up way before then. So not a good year for Record Store Day. Hopefully next year I can participate. I usually like to get there by like 5 and get in line by 5. I have gone earlier. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Got more videos coming up. I think I only have a couple more to catch up, and then it's going to be having to wait. It's going to be a waiting game until I get 5 records. I'm thinking of doing videos on other things, maybe my CDs or my girlfriend's records, which have been combined since we've moved in. So we'll see. Thanks for watching. Hope you stick around.